Welcome to the Mother-Daughter Date podcast. I'm Jennifer Valentine.
I'm Georgia Valentine.
Are you paying attention? You're on your phone.
I'm on my phone.
Is it that important?
No.
Are you sending somebody a message? Are you posting a photo?
I was watching TikToks.
Are you kidding?
No.
Okay. This is pretty good. This is a great lead-in for our topic. It's the differences between a mother and her teenage daughter. Not that I wouldn't watch TikTok videos, because I do watch TikTok videos.
TikTok videos.
But I don't sit there for an hour and watch TikTok videos.
Yes, you do.
For an hour? No.
Are you on Instagram for an hour?
I'm on social media because I use it for work, and I'm looking for videos
You send
to
me
highlight.
videos of like babies and like parents.
Yeah, I send you things that I come across when I'm searching for things for my good news segment. So I do a good news segment every morning for Global News Morning, and I look for happy stories. And when I come across something that I think would make you smile, I send it your way. Why are you watching TikToks? Are you getting ideas of your own?
No, I was just watching TikToks.
I'm just enjoying it.
Yeah, they're funny.
Anything that you want to share that you just watched and you thought, oh, it's pretty funny?
Oh, there's one where someone says, well, if you're gonna be a silly it's well, you might as well get in the pond if you're gonna be a silly goose. Get it?
I get it.
It's funny.
And what's the video?
That's it.
Was there a goose in a pond?
Nope.
Oh, all right. That's great. Well, I asked you to write some things down, and I wrote some things down too. So differences between you and me, and I'm sure that other mothers and daughters can relate to these. I don't know what you've got down. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm going to say, and not that I didn't used to, but I'm never going to wear short shorts and show my bum cheeks.
I put that too. I put how much skin I want to use.
What?
Not use. Skin I want to show. Look.
How much skin you want to show. So you would show a little bit more skin than your mother.
Yes.
So looking back to photos when I was 18 years old, do you think that I showed more skin than you, or you show more skin than me now?
It's hard because I haven't seen that many photos of you when you were young, but I remember that picture of Aunt Sandra at Disney World, and she looked like she was wearing a bathing suit. So.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
that's what you're going by, Aunt Sandra, and what she wore. I'm trying to think. I think I was very conservative. I really do. I only wore one
Compared to others?
compared to others too. Yeah, I wore one-piece bathing suits. I never wore a two-piece.
Why?
I just think I was really conservative. And then I was an Argonaut cheerleader and had to wear that little skimpy uniform with the little skirt. And the girls used to make fun of me because I used to pull the uniform up and pin it to my bra so you couldn't see my cleavage.
Oh my God, I would pin it down.
Most of the girls did. I was a little different than everyone else. So if I only had time back, though, Georgia, if I only had time back. But no, so that's the big difference. At this stage of my life, I'm not wearing short shorts. Okay, you go.
The affection I show to my friends and how often I see them.
Yes, you were very affectionate to your friends.
Yes.
So I've never heard you hang up the phone without telling your friend that you love them.
Yeah. Yep.
But are your friends like that too? Is that a thing right now?
Yep. All my friends say I love you. I don't know if it's because I say it. I think Dasha said it to me once. And we just started saying it every time. It was just me and Dasha. Every time we'd hang up, she'd go, and you could tell that when Dasha's pissed, Dasha will not say I love you. And you'll hang up the phone and you'll go, oh my God, she's so mad at me. She didn't say I love you. Which is such a relationship thing. But I do it with all my friends now. I'll leave Bella and I'll scream, love you, like as I'm leaving.
I really like that. So if that's a trend amongst the young folk, teenagers, I love that trend because I think it's important to tell someone how you feel about them.
I love my friends.
I know you do.
I would live with my friends. My friends are the best.
You've got pretty good friends. No, you've got a nice group of friends. You really do. I like all your friends. I don't think I've ever said, listen, I don't like that friend.
Yes, you have. But we're not going to talk about which ones they are because they're probably not my friend anymore.
I don't remember saying it, but no, you're right. Maybe I should tell my friends that I love them a little bit more.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think I do. I think sometimes I do. I tell somebody in a text that I love them, but not as much as you. I don't do it all the time. I will tell certain friends that I love them, though, just because I was talking to my girlfriend Anita. She lives in Port Dover, and I haven't seen her in so long, and I'm probably not going to see her for a while because of everything that's going on in the world. So we told each other we loved each other before we hung up the phone. Bless you.
Thanks.
I mean, you are so good looking. That's another difference between you and me. You don't watch Seinfeld every day, even though it hasn't been on in years.
Learned the Seinfeld bass part. Dun, gung, 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 gung.
You learned that on bass?
Yeah.
Well, now you have to start watching Seinfeld.
I do watch Seinfeld every time Dad watches it.
Okay, so when somebody sneezes, you say, "You are so good looking," and you have to see that episode to understand.
Is it the one where someone doesn't say bless you? And they're like, why doesn't someone say bless you?
Well, Jerry Seinfeld says, was it Jerry that said, why do people say bless you?
Oh.
Why don't they say, yeah. I don't really remember it that much, but I do remember.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right, so my next one is, I don't get how you can watch a series over and over and over again. If there's a movie and I haven't seen it in a while, I will watch it over again to relive that. But for you will watch How I Met Your Mother, the whole entire series, and then you will watch it again and again. And how many times have you seen the whole entire series?
Oh God, probably 8 or 9 now.
Why?
8?
Why?
Because it's a good series. A lot of things though is I've looked at it online. It's like people who get anxious rewatch things because they don't like anything new.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but all my friends rewatch things, so.
Oh no, I think it's a teenage thing. I think it's something that a lot of teenagers do. Like they'll watch The Office over and over. How many times have you seen The Office?
A lot.
Yeah.
I'm watching Modern Family right now.
You're for the first time.
But I don't watch TV enough. Like, I don't watch. People say, watch this. And I'm like, I'm never going to watch it. Like, I just don't care. I can watch halfway through a movie and turn it off. I'm like, I don't care what happens next. I don't watch TV that often.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people do. I just don't. You watch TV more than me.
I do watch TV.
You do watch TV more than me. I watch it when I'm going to sleep. But other than that, all day, I will not touch that TV. And if I do, I feel tired. So it's like, I just rewatch things because it's like, oh, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to just put something on.
So when you see TV, you mean regular TV programming. You like to watch something like a Netflix.
Yeah. And I like rewatching things because I don't have to pay attention to it.
Right.
I can do something else.
I'll tell you a show that you did start watching, though. You just started watching.
Dead to Me?
Yeah, we watched Dead to Me. But no, that's on Netflix. I mean on regular television. The Bachelor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of neat because you didn't watch The Bachelor for all those years.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing I've kept up on. Even Dead to Me, I got season 2, episode 2, and I haven't watched it. I just don't. I'm like, meh.
Fantastic. Highly recommend Dead to Me. They've got such great chemistry, and I love it, love it, love it. And I can't wait till season 3. Who knows when that will be, though. Okay, what's the next thing on your list?
Partying.
So how do we party differently?
You show up at 7. I show up at 10. You leave at 10. I leave at 2.
This is so true. I remember those days when I showed up at 10, though. Those were great days when you didn't leave the house till 10 o'clock at night.
You fall asleep at parties. I've seen it multiple times. I've had to wake you up.
It's true. I fall asleep at Warren and Lisa's all the time.
I get invited to parties you're at, but you don't get invited to the parties I'm at.
That's so true because we invite our kids to the parties.
You bring snacks.
Yeah?
I don't.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of differences there. Yeah, the falling asleep one. I try to go home before I fall asleep on somebody's couch, but I do like to be home in bed at 10. It's always nice.
Usually when I'm going out, you're in bed asleep.
This is true. Or on the couch.
I was going to hang out with friends last night and go for a walk. And as I was leaving the house, Dad was turning off the lights and going to sleep.
Yeah. Okay, so the big difference there. Do you know when I stay up really late is when I'm playing euchre with friends. I can stay up till 2 a.m, no problem if I'm playing euchre. That's the one time I do stay up late. Okay, that's a good one. All right, the next one on my list is, it's funny enough, it's about sleeping. It's about that you sleep till noon. You didn't today.
I've changed my entire schedule.
Yeah, but I will get up at 4 a.m. Even on the weekends, I get up really early because that's my schedule during the week. And sometimes I'm just waiting for you to get up. Sometimes I can't wait till Georgia gets up. Maybe we can go down and take a walk on the beach and get a a
And
nice
I'm
coffee.
passed out.
And you are passed out. And I don't want to wake you up because...
I don't like sleeping till noon, though.
No?
Sometimes, but I find that when I sleep till noon, it's because I've been eating unhealthy and I'm just tired.
So what time would you ideally like to sleep in until?
10.
10. Okay, so there you go. So 10 o'clock, I'm never sleeping until 10. That's way too late for me. Okay, your turn.
How often I hang out with my siblings?
Well, you live with your sibling.
Exactly.
So you hang out with your sibling. You hang out with Jackson.
Yeah.
I think that's nice.
You don't.
My siblings don't live anywhere near me.
Exactly.
Okay. But you know what? Your age, I never hung out with my siblings.
Oh, really?
Well, because my sister's
They were
11 years
older.
older and my brother's 8 years older.
Yeah, but Bella hangs out with her siblings, and they're a lot older.
I don't know. They didn't want to hang out with me. They were married with kids. They didn't.
Ugh.
But I loved my nieces and nephews. So I was an aunt when I was 17. So I loved going over to my sister's house. I was there every weekend. I loved to babysit. I loved being an aunt so much. And when I was really young, we shared a room. So can you imagine an 11-year-old sharing a room with a baby?
I'd be pissed.
It was really hard on my sister. And our beds, when I got older, were pushed together. So she basically moved out of the house at a very young age to get away from me. Because there was no extra bedroom in the house. There were only 3 bedrooms. So we shared a bedroom. And she said, listen, I'm out of here. And rightfully so. Because when I'm 5 years old sharing a room with my sister, she is 16. And she was a built-in babysitter. And my mom and dad really used her. So they'd go out on Saturday night and play cards. And I remember going to the drive-in movies with my sister. She'd take me absolutely everywhere. So looking back now, she's a pretty good sister for doing all that. So there you go. I would never wake up somebody when they're sleeping.
Yes, you do.
Never in a million years would I wake you up to give you a hug or to tell you a story. Never,
Yes,
ever.
You do.
Really?
When you're all the time, when
Never.
you would leave for work and you have to ask me something and you wake me up. Dad once walked in at like 8 in the morning, woke me up to show me a video on YouTube. And I was like, it's 8 in the morning. And he walked in and said, I have a video I want to show you.
And woke you up?
Yes.
Okay, so then we are the same because you wake me up all the time.
Because you sleep in the middle of the day on the couch, and then I want to play the piano, or I want to have friends
Yeah.
over, or I'm in the kitchen making food like usual, and you're...
Yeah, I'm having a nice little snooze on the couch. Everybody knows what I'm talking about when you were getting that, it just feels so good
All
sleeping in
the
the middle of the
time,
day.
every day.
And then all of a sudden I hear you playing the piano and singing, and I'm like, it's in my dream, and I'm looking over going,
First of all,
what is going on?
yesterday...
Who would do
She
that?
was on her phone.
Uh-huh.
She's on her phone, and she's tappity tap tap away. I go, and I play a C major. She goes, Georgia, you can't play. I just woke up. I'm just waking up. I'm like Sleeping Beauty. Like you needed.
I'm going to tell you right now, our biggest problem is we had a rule in the house that the kids start playing, whether you play piano or Jackson playing his drums or guitar, we would stop whatever we were
That's
doing.
not a thing anymore.
It's not a thing anymore. I'm grateful that you play piano all the time and sing. I'm very, very grateful, but you play piano and sing all the time.
Yeah, but usually when I play, I'm on the
All the
keyboard.
time. Yeah, I know.
And then you're sleeping. And I'm like,
All right, next, your turn.
how optimistic I am.
What do you mean? I'm not optimistic. I see the world through rose-colored glasses. I'm always looking on the bright side of life. I always look for a silver lining. What are you talking about, Georgia? I have no
Dad
idea.
is going like this.
Dad is not a
Ready?
part of this podcast. Don't even look that way. I want to know what you are talking about. I want an example now.
I think that I'm a little more cheesy than you are with the way I celebrate things, or the way I celebrate my, for example, anniversaries with my significant other.
Yeah. I make fun of you sometimes because you're celebrating like a year, 2 months, and 5 days.
Because it's like love.
Yeah. Yeah, you were celebrating a year and 6
I like
months.
doing little activities sometimes, and sometimes you do not.
What are the little activities?
board games, puzzles.
I like that. I like playing games with you. I like playing that game that we played the other night. What was that game called?
Oh, Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, don't play that with your
That
teenage
took
children.
you an hour to sit down with us, though.
Okay, we're not going to talk about why it took me an hour to sit down with everyone. There was a reason, and we don't need to talk about it. All right. I had a little upset stomach.
An accident.
No, it wasn't an accident.
Multiple of them.
I think I had food poisoning. It was. All right, let's not talk about it, okay? It's upsetting me. I love playing games with my kids.
Not all the time, though.
No, nobody likes it all the time.
I'll be like, let's go on a walk. Let's do this. Blah,
We
blah.
walk all the time.
And you're like, no. Get out of here.
Okay, seriously, do we walk all the time?
Yesterday, I was like, guess what time I woke up? Because I was like, oh my gosh, I woke up at 9, which is pretty good. Mm-hmm. I said, guess what time I went to bed? Which was, I think it was 10:30, which is so good for me.
Yeah.
I was like, guess what time? You're like, I don't know. I was like, guess what time? You're like, I don't want to. I was like, guess. You're like, I don't care.
All right. That's not me. I don't even know who that was.
It's called Menomom.
Listen, all moms can get like that, okay? Sometimes we get like that. We're not all sunshine and rainbows every day.
Apparently Helen was like that too yesterday, so I was like, you know what?
There's something going on.
Thing in the universe, moms are mad.
Moms are mad.
I did nothing too. I came down bright and happy, good day, and you wanted to punch me in the face.
I would never punch you in the face.
You honestly,
I love you
if you could,
let's talk about.
Might.
Can we talk about the optimism thing? Like, am I not optimistic about things?
I think I'm a little more optimistic than you.
I think you are, but I think when you're younger, you are a little bit more
Exactly.
optimistic. I think you're right. I think when you're 18 years old, you are optimistic about a lot of things, and then when you get older, you might not be as optimistic. You might be
like, I believe that the government is controlling things we have no say in, and they are not telling us. Yet, a lot of adults say that is not the case.
How's that being optimistic?
Because it's like, there's so much more, blah, blah, blah. You know how it's like when there's aliens, there's so much more in this life. And then adults are like, shut up, there's nothing else in life.
I don't think I'm like that.
I don't think maybe you are like that, but a lot of adults are.
Those other adults.
Those other ones, we don't talk about them. We don't like them.
I'm probably not as optimistic as I used to be, but I still feel that I am a very optimistic person. I still try to say, this happened for a reason. And, like things that make you feel better. And I do think I'm optimistic, but not as optimistic as you. Okay, one more, Georgia Valentine. Mine is what we eat. And you eat these noodle things. You and Jackson eat them all the time. You pour the hot water on them. Mr. Noodles.
We make them very differently, though.
I don't think I've ever had them. What's so great about Mr. Noodles?
I like Mr. Noodles because I make it into ramen. I make it into like a nice ramen. I put like 4 different hot sauces. I put like spices into it and like chili flakes and egg and stuff like that. Jackson just makes it like the way it is. Maybe
I should try it. Maybe I'm missing out on something. I do like ramen though.
The reason I make it is because I like ramen though. Mm-hmm. And it's like I can't eat ramen right now because it's like you can't. It's just not the same at home. You really have to work hard to make it. Right. So I just do the next best thing, which is spicy, hot noodles.
And you like hot, and I don't.
Spicy.
Yes, you do. And I like more. I'm a sweet person. Like all this,
God.
yeah, hot to me.
I love hot, spicy.
Little hot, but not
something
too
that
much.
makes me it hard to swallow.
Wow, that's crazy.
I love it.
So those are the differences between us and maybe some other mothers and daughters, but the difference between myself and my 18-year-old daughter, Georgia. And that's our podcast. That was a lot of fun, Georgia.
Such a blast.
We hope you have a wonderful day, and we hope you're optimistic and tell all your friends that you love them.
And if you get hungry, eat some spicy Mr. Noodles. Or some sweet noodles.
It's up to you.